Under the ghostly illumination of a full moon, Ravenwood Manor stood like a spectral guardian of forgotten memories. Fog swirled around its ancient, decrepit frame, weaving through broken windows and brushing against overgrown weeds. The night was eerily still, save for the occasional hoot of an owl far in the distance. It was the perfect setting for an uninvited visit. Entering the scene, a group of friends, armed with nothing but flashlights and curiosity, made their way to the imposing front door of the mansion. Hesitation gripped them as strange, unidentifiable sounds echoed from within. Each creak and moan sent shivers down their spines. They exchanged nervous glances as the camera zoomed in on the door, now slowly opening by itself, the ancient wood groaning under unseen force. Once inside, the atmosphere grew thicker, almost suffocating. Dust particles danced in the beams of their flashlights as they walked through the cobweb-covered hallways. Eerie portraits with eyes that seemed to follow their every move lined the grimy walls. The whispers started then, soft at first, almost like the house was breathing. Shadows seemed to morph and twist at the corners of their vision. The terror intensified when one of the friends, trailing behind, caught sight of a ghostly figure lurking in the shadows. Eyes wide with fear, he froze, unable to speak. Suddenly, lights began to flicker, casting long, eerie shadows that distorted reality. Objects moved on their own. An old, rusted chandelier swayed ominously, and a dusty, forgotten clock started ticking loudly despite years of inactivity. Close-ups of ghostly faces, pallid and twisted in torment, flashed intermittently. An escalating sense of danger gripped the friends as the supernatural forces grew more aggressive. Doors began to slam shut with deafening force, blocking any chance of escape. Apparitions materialized out of thin air, their wails adding to the cacophony of terror. The walls themselves seemed to pulse and breathe, as if the house was alive and hungry. Desperation fueled their frantic attempts to flee. The climax exploded in a frenzy of motion and sound. The friends sprinted through the halls, the house fighting them at every turn. Doors refusing to open, floors creaking ominously underfoot, and ghostly apparitions reaching out with translucent hands. A final desperate dash for freedom saw them burst through the front door, now thrown wide open as if mocking their attempt. The night air hit them like a wave, cold and stinging. They glanced back only once, just in time to see the front door of Ravenwood Manor slam shut behind them with an echoing thud. The house stood there, silent once more, yet ominously alive under the malevolent gaze of the moon.